Hey guys, welcome to lesson 1.5 where we formally discuss outliers. So we have data from a bunch of males and females, and it looks at the length of their hand span. So you can see here in this picture, your hand span is basically how wide your hand stretches from thumb to pinky when you try to stretch it as far as it goes. So we're going to use Staplet to compare the two data sets. You've got males and females, and we want to use one quantitative data because we're only interested in the one variable, but we want multiple groups, and the two groups being, we want males and females. So if we put that data in, by default you get a dot plot, and you can kind of see the general shape here. So unimodal looks symmetric, question mark. We can get some more information and either confirm or potentially give some other evidence against that. And then over here, this again looks like you've got multiple peaks, but you have one prominent peaks. And then you've got these two dots over here. So maybe skews left? Question mark. Again, we'll want, none of these are like super obvious, and we'll want to look at some corroborating evidence. Here is the distribution. So as you can see on a dot plot, you've got a bunch of kind of like little dots that kind of get in the way of shape. And all of that is smoothed out with a histogram because it's just bunches it all into groups. So yeah, this sort of appears to maybe left skew. It's mostly symmetric. And now we're going to look at box plots, and it's pretty clear that we have multiple outliers on both sides for both the males and the females. Now, in terms of shape, for the males, the mean and the median are very similar. And for the females, the mean is to the right of the median. So no strong skew evidence. In fact, I would say, so data supports symmetric shape. This is the mean is approximately the same as the median. Let's look at the actual formula for calculating outliers. So first I want to find the IQR. So the IQR is Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 minus Q1, which is 23.5 minus 21.5, which is 2. And then I want to go 1.5 standard deviations to the left of Q1. So 21.5 minus 1.5 times 2 is 21.5 minus 3, which is 18.5. So any male to the left of 18.5 would be considered an outlier. And then I want to go to the right of Q3. So Q3 is 23.5 plus 1.5 times 2. The 1.5 is a constant, and I mean it's always going to be the same thing. So the formula includes 1.5 in it. All right, so 23.5 plus 3 is going to be 26.5. So any male to the left of 18.5 and to the right of 26.5 would be considered an outlier. So anyone to the left of 18.5, which would be this one, and there's no males to the right of 26.5. So 26 is the biggest, so no outliers on the on that side. Looks like Staplet is including 18.5. On an exam, I'm not going to make it ambiguous, and you're not going to have to deal with something like, it's exactly 18.5, and you're not going to have to make those decisions. Let's look for the females. So for the females, the IQR is 21 minus 19, which again is 2. So anything 1.5 times the 2 again is 3. I want to go to the left of Q1. So 19 minus 3 is 16. And then I want to go to the right of Q3. So 21 plus 3 is 24. So any female to the left of 16 and to the right of 24. So Staplet would include 16, and then to the right of 24, there's none to the right of 24. So that's the formula for outliers. Find the IQR, go 1.5 IQRs to the left of Q1, 1.5 IQRs to the right of Q1. Let's look at one more example. So weight of eggs. Find the outliers. Food scientist at a regional packing facility weighs a random sample of 30 chicken eggs. To check for consistency before shipment, the weights measured in grams are shown below. Evaluate any potential outliers. All right. So I want to find the IQR first, which is 59.3 minus 53.7. And then I want to go 1.5 standard deviations to the left of Q1, 1.3 standard deviations, 1.5 standard deviations to the right of Q3. And I've gone ahead and put that together over here. So I'm going to copy and paste this into my presentation. So looks like this. All right, so this little red thing is bugging me. All right, I'm gonna delete the red thing. All right, so any of the eggs to the right of 67.7 and to the left of 45.3 would be an outlier. So outlier, outlier, and then anything to the right of 67.7, outlier, outlier. So there's 4 outliers, 2 on the left and 2 on the right. So that's how we calculate outliers.